We'll go ahead and get started. Let's see. I'll show you everything that I have first. I got Sludge, which I believe is a repaint of, and I can't remember his name, but there's a blue version of this guy that I already have. Um, so this is just the red version now. We got the Paradigm, who played a very important role in today's event. I have Solid Gold Yonder, so we got that going on. I got Ragnarok, which is a, like they call it unvaulted edition. I don't know if you can see that sticker. But basically it's one that they reissued. It's just kind of, ones that are available again after a while. Hey Floof, what's going on? Hello, hello. This guy Riptide, I've never heard of him before, and he's not on the back of like any of the cross cells. I think he's from a newer wave, but he looks kind of cool. And I'm not gonna lie, he really looks like, um, if you saw, was it Batman v Superman? Maybe it was Justice League. I don't remember which one. Um, but at the end, it's Joe Magliano. I don't know how you say his name, but he played Deathstroke, and he took his helmet off. And it's kind of funny because, like, if you look at the picture here, and it probably won't focus, but it even kind of looks like him. Will you focus, please? Yeah, there you go. I mean, that looks like that Joe Magliano. So it's kind of like an unmasked Deathstroke. So I don't know. I saw this at Walmart, grabbed that. This is a set of those loot boxes, henchman chests, whatever those parts, like a Build-A-Figure. I might get to this. I might not. For whatever reason, connecting the torso, the two parts of the torso, like the waist to the chest, is like impossibly difficult. So I don't know if I want to deal with that necessarily. So we might not get to that one. I guess it depends how long we go for. I also have this 4-pack. You get Bigfoot, King Flamingo, uh, Elite Agent, and Prickly Patroller. I've had this one for a while. I got this on Amazon. Pretty good deal. I would say it was like less than $20 for the 4-pack. So I feel like that's a pretty good deal. I've had this for a while as well. And then I have one of these loot pinatas, which I believe has a figure inside plus a bunch of weapons and stuff. But it's funny. So it looks like a llama on this side, and then it's like a glow in the dark skeletal pinata over there of the llama. So interesting stuff. Let's see. We got Floof. We got Firewall. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. The ad I got, this is over now. Hello again. Okay. I'm good. Hopefully you guys are doing Slade Wilson. Yes, thank you. That is Deathstroke's name. But yeah, it's crazy. Like the lightning on the back of this packaging, it looks like a Fortnite version of him. Like it's crazy. So I don't know if they like got likeness right. I mean, the figure doesn't look like him as much, but we'll see. So let's see. What should I start with? Let's start with the llama. Why not? We'll get some accessories going here. So I'm hoping this doesn't have like a bunch of glitter and stuff, because that tends to get everywhere. Yeah, MP Jetfire looks really good. I kind of stopped buying. We were talking about this on Geek Each Week last night. I kind of stopped buying Masterpiece figures just because they kind of priced me out. Like the Optimus Prime they did, the cartoon actor, I think it was MP44, looks fantastic, but he was like $350. And then the new Starscream they did, again, looks amazing, around $300. This Jetfire looks amazing, around $300. I just got to the point where I was like, I can't buy every one of these Masterpiece figures for $300. And honestly, what Hasbro's doing is pretty great. Earthrise Prime is pretty great, and he's only $50. Obviously, I'm not trying to say he's equal to MP44, but if you're on a budget and you can't really keep dropping $300 time after time again for these Masterpiece figures, like the Commander class Siege Jetfire, Skyfire, whatever you want to call them, for $80, pretty solid. I mean, it's a really good mold. He looks great, just like the cartoon. I do really like the Masterpiece. The kind of angular animation style really does look good. I can't, I mean, maybe one day, like, I really am bummed the Hasbro has that amazing sale going on, but like all the Masterpiece figures sold out immediately, and I get it because it's a great deal. I mean, if I could have got Starscream or really any of the three Seekers just to have a version of that new mold for like half price, I would have grabbed it for sure. Astronaut, what's up? Love the Fortnite backlog streams. Awesome. Well, you're in for a treat. Is it bad that I want him just because he has better Macross mode than Siege Jetfire? Yeah, Siege Jetfire was not really made with the Macross intended because that was going for more of an animation model. And obviously the Macross mode only exists because they reused that toy for Jetfire back in the 80s. So, yeah, I get that. But he looks good. I mean, they both look good. Going to take advantage of this sale and finally get me a Magnus. That's what I did too. Yeah, I've been putting off Kingdom Magnus for a while just because I felt like it wasn't really different enough from the Siege one. But I watched a video last night of them like side by side, and they are more remolds or more remolded than you would think. And so I grabbed one. The Siege one really looks like God Magnus from Car Robots. So that's kind of fun to have that homage and kind of put him with the whatever characters we get from. We need more car robot representation, let's be honest. That was a fun show. So all of this stuff, they come in these little bags, and these are all the little accessories and whatnot. So I'll just start opening these while I'm talking to you guys. Hello, Daniel. Welcome. All right, so it looks like we have a little crossbow. It's our first accessory. Hello from the Philippines. Thank you. There's no rush after all. You're going to get MP Jetfire someday, and he's sure going to be on clearance. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I mean, masterpieces tend to go up in price because they're kind of like a limited time thing, and they don't last around forever. I've lived without them for this long. Looks like we have a little rifle there. Also going to get my friend a Spider-Man Marvel Legends because I don't really want anything else, and I'd rather get a gift for someone than just a filler order. Oh, nice. Yeah, they have a lot of Marvel Legends as part of that sale. A lot of good stuff. This looks like another little rifle there. Yeah, if you have not seen the Hasbro sale, it's 40% off orders of 75 or more, and the 75 is before the sale, so you don't have to spend 75 after the sale. You just have to put $75 worth of stuff in your cart, and it'll take 40% off of that. I'm not sure what that is. That's a weird one. What's up, Cody? Yeah, I would definitely head over to Hasbro Pulse, and if there's anything you want. I got a couple of like vintage collection things. I got a couple of Transformers. I got a couple of, I think there were some Ghostbuster Plasma Series figures that I had never picked up. So it was nice to get them for like $13 a piece. Here we have a little machine gun. No, I don't have the Ride Booker yet. I think because I got the American release, it's going to be a minute. But Toe Collectibles will send it out when they have it. What is this? This looks like a little Super Soaker. A little baby Super Soaker. Are you going to go all in on the Hammond collection? I do really like the Hammond collection. I like having everything. What the heck? Oh, these are decals. Okay. I like having everything in scale with itself. Like, if they're going to do everything in the Hammond collection is in scale, so that like they're the Mega Dinosaurs, the Raptor, the figures, so that all the dinosaurs are in scale to a 3.5 or 3 3/4 inch figure, I'm definitely in on that. So I haven't bought much else besides those two figures. I don't think there's a ton out right now. I think there's like a $20 dino, and then that might be it for right now. I have to go in and look at it. But I'm hoping they do more of the figures because I really like it so far. Hi, Orville. Thanks for joining. Did I hear about Super Nintendo World? I didn't. You're talking about the Orlando park? All right, this looks like this is a back bling for Meowscles. It's like a ball of yarn with 2 mouse grenades. Is that going to focus? There we go. I think the problem is you try to put it too close to the camera. I find it funny. MP Jet Fire's Macross mode is cheaper than actual Mac. Yeah, Macross stuff is pricey. You're not wrong. Okay, this is like a little back bling. This is some like wings. So we got another little back bling of some wings here. Do these rotate? No. So they're stuck down. So they're stuck in the. So they would wear it like that. I'm good, Orville. How are you doing? Oh, the Hollywood version opens as early as 2023. That's cool. Can't go wrong with Super Mario World. What is this? I'm assuming this is a back bling. It's like some kind of orb in a little, like, I don't know what that is. It looks like the top of a staff or something. You want to focus? There we go. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what that is. All the Hammond collection figures we have so far are the Baronix, Dr. Malcolm and the Raptor. Okay, where's the? I haven't seen the. I've seen the. I'm probably saying this wrong, and I apologize. Baryonyx, however you say that. I've seen that one. That's like the $20 one. I haven't seen the Paracephalosaurus or Parasaurolophus. I always say it wrong. Flare gun, got a flare gun. I think there's a figure in here at some point. Do I display the Fortnite figs? No, I don't really have room for everything, so they usually just get, most of my 4-inch figures just get put in a bin. Some other little rifle or something. In an ideal world where I had room to display all my toys, which I will never have because I spend all my money on toys. So I will never be able to afford a space that can display them all. But here is a rocket launcher. That's pretty cool. I'm still going to the Florida one, but I'm probably going to delay it because of the Bright Line extension and potential Pokemon extension. Okay. I don't know what that all means, but got a little grenade launcher. All right, I think this last one is the figure. Let's make sure there's nothing else in here. So this says 15 pieces. So let's see. We have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, and 14 is the sticker. Okay, so yeah, we got everything. I'm going to put all of these little bags back in here to try to mitigate trash. But I'm sure there'll be a lot of it by the time we're done. Baryonyx. Okay. Is Baryonyx the one that's in the new movie? I think that's with the like crazy Wolverine looking claws. All right, so that's all trash. They somehow ended up less articulated than figures that actually transform. So you're talking about reaction figures or the Ultimates? I don't think I have any reaction figures. The only 2 of the Ultimates that I got are the 2 Action Masters because Action Masters never transformed. So, and I just love Action Masters. They're just like a stupid thing that I love from being a kid. So I did get the 2 of them. So the figure in here is the robot for the cat, and now I can't remember what his name is. Is it Lynx, Jinx, something like that? Kit. I was way off. So this is his little robot body, and then you get the little cat to pilot it. So let me get this all set up. Yeah, Super 7 makes reaction figures and Ultimates. Is this a weird double jointed elbow? No, this is a single elbow. Okay, that's fine. It's got a wrist movement. It's got shoulders. It's just weird because like you can see here on the elbow, maybe you can see it. It's got kind of 2 joints, but only the bottom one moves. So only this actually moves. And then it's got a wrist hinge and swivel. Does it have waist articulation? Yeah, we got waist articulation here. We got, yeah, still kind of a ball joint for the hip. Do we have thigh swivel? Yeah, you get basically a swivel right above the knee. And then does this knee move? It's hard to tell where these joints actually are. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a knee joint. Yeah, so there's a knee there. And then there's the typical ankle hinge and rocker. This is a really cool figure, though. So then we take this, and there is a little spot to peg in the cat. And so we peg him on here, and it looks like he's driving it. So you have the cat driving this little mecha. Now, I don't know if this can do this. I'm assuming it can't. But you can see how the torso has like a big wheel. In the game, you can pop it off here, and then he can just drive around on the little unicycle. But I don't think this toy is able to do that. No, the wheel doesn't move. So yeah, I'm not going to break it. But this is a really cool figure. Like I just think it's fun to get this in a 4-inch scale. It's got pretty good articulation, really nice paint applications. And it's a little cat riding around a robot. I mean, what's not to love? So let's give him an accessory here. We'll give him the machine gun. And then for a back bling, I'm pretty sure this one is meant for Meowscles, but oh, okay. So that will launch the cat, apparently. The back bling pegs into the back of the seat, and apparently that will launch him out of there. There we go. But yeah, I love that. That's absolutely fantastic. It's a cat piloting a mech suit. You cannot go wrong with that. Let me see if I can get him to stand over here. Maybe. But yeah, that's pretty great. I love that. Really, really cool. All right, let's catch up on some comments here. Also, after watching your video on the Halo universe, Banished Ghost, I'm really sold on the 3-inch stuff. Yeah, dude, Jazzwares does some really. I mean, Jazzwares makes all of these. The figures are only about $10 a piece, and as you can see, they're super articulated, super detailed. The paint applications are great, and you usually get like at least a harvesting tool or a gun or something. So I mean, you really can't beat that. And honestly, Halo's the same way. They're about $10 a piece, maybe $10.99 at this point because everything's going up. But again, super detailed, super articulated. Paint applications are great. They're all around just really, really solid figures. I really like them a lot. Let me move these accessories off to the side. So should I do some more single figures or should I do the massive 4-pack? Someone is, there we go. Okay, sorry. I'm getting tweets. So let's see. Speaking of Jazzwares, they made some really good articulated Pokemon figures. Oh, really? I was not aware of that. Wait, did they make the ones in the big black boxes, like the Charizard and the... Who else is in that? Is that wave? Astronaut says Riptide. All right, I can do Riptide. I'm trying to think. Was that... If that's the line you're talking about, I think I have the Charizard from that. I think I even reviewed it. But yeah, they're great figures. He comes with a stand. Really solid. Honestly, Jazzwares, pretty solid with what's going on. So definitely recommend Greninja. Yes, Greninja's in that too. I only have the Charizard. But I did a review on it. So if you're interested in that, yeah, it was pretty good. It's a pretty good little figure. I mean, I shouldn't say little. It's like 6 inches. It's big. But it's pretty cool. I like that it comes with a stand. I think that's really cool. All right, let's see. So we got Riptide, a.k.a. Slade Wilson, a.k.a. Deathstroke. butchered this. But if you joined late, that really looks like, I cannot remember. I can never pronounce his name. Focus. It's like Joe Magliano or whatever, but he played Deathstroke for 5 seconds at the end of Justice League or something, and then they never did anything with it. But all right, so he comes with these 2 harvesting weapons. Not quite sure what those are. Little sickles, I guess, something like that. Charizard, Articulation. Yes. Yeah, they're good. I recommend them. Like I said, I only have the Charizard, but it's a good time. Where can you get the kitty mecha? That one I think I got from GameStop. So the llama pinata thing that I opened that came with all the accessories, I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed to always come with kit. I think it was $15, and I think I got it on GameStop. It might also be available on Amazon. All right, so we have Slade Wilson here, aka Riptide. So the head's on like a ball joint and a hinge. The hinge is a little tight. There we go. So unfortunately, the toy head does not look as much like the actor. What do you say? You want to focus? There we go. It's not bad. It's not terrible. But I mean, you can see like all of the paint applications and the detail on this. Some of it's molded in, some of it's just like the camo that's painted. So you have the ball joint and a hinge for the neck and the head. You have a really nice tight ratchet for the shoulders. You have a swivel at the shoulder. And these pretty much all have the same articulation, so I won't go over it every time, but this is a more humanoid figure. We have a hinge here at the elbow plus a swivel. We have a hinge and a rotation at the wrist. You have, now he's got kind of like, not quite overalls, but you can see where the camo here. So the movement is above that, kind of inside the waist, but I'm pretty sure that's a ball joint. And then we have a ball joint in the hip, so you can kick pretty far forward, kick out to the side. You have a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, and then you have the hinge and rocker for the ankle. And again, $10 figures. These are all $10 figures. So, and he's got all kinds of accessories here on his belt, like all the way around, which is pretty cool. And I was just about to say, I kind of wish it came with a gun, but we have plenty of guns from the accessory set. So I'm going to give him this rifle. And that's why it's kind of nice. And that's why I think when you buy the figure, they want to give you the harvesting tools because they're specific to the character. But then you can just buy one of these like the pinata or like these crates. You can buy these crates. These are a couple dollars a piece. I think you can buy a set of these. So these crates, it's 4 crates, and it's like a Build-A-Figure inside. So each crate, and it tells you right on the top, so it's not like it's blind bag or anything. It tells you which part of the character, the figure you're getting. But they sell these as sets on Amazon, so you don't have to like hunt and find all the pieces. So this is like $12. So for $12, you get a figure and like a whole bunch of accessories, back blings, weapons, all kinds of good stuff. So I mean, they're like the cheapest figures you can get, and they're quality. They're really good, except for when I drop them and I knock the rifle out of his hand. Oh, this used to fit so much more solid. What did I do? What did I do? 90s G.I. Joe. Yeah, I could see it. He definitely has a G.I. Joe feel to him. I don't know what I did, but he's not holding this as nicely as he was a minute ago. There we go. All right, let's try to get one of these pickaxes in here. There we go. So there we go. We got a rifle, we got a pickaxe, and he's got another one. Now some of these, I don't know what, I guess this is supposed to be a back bling, this super soaker, because it has a a peg on the back. And they all have pegs on the back, so you can put whatever back blings you want. They're all compatible. They're all the same size, so you don't have to worry about, anything not being compatible. But yeah, $10. Can't go wrong. He's good stuff. All right, so next up, we have Sludge, Ragnarok, Solid Gold Yonder, or the Paradigm. So what do you guys want to see next? Average video game watcher. Yes, absolutely. I participated in the Fortnite event tonight, or earlier today, rather. It was awesome. Really, really cool. Like, honestly, I would say spoilers, but you can't really do it again. So you could go watch a video on it if you want. But you got to drive around in the mecha robot, kind of like a Megazord type thing. And then there was a spot afterwards, like about halfway through, where you switched on the ground. It was really, really cool. It was really well done. Did I watch South Park: The Streaming Wars? No, not really. I haven't watched South Park in a long time, like probably since college. Hello, Pedro. Nice TMNT box. Thank you. I got all my movie figures up here, and there's some carbonized Star Wars behind them. Are you interested in any figures McFarlane made of the Throne Room Spawn is really good. All right, I got a request for Sludge. We can do Sludge next. I don't know. Like, I want to give McFarlane the benefit of the doubt because some of the stuff he's doing looks really neat. But I just have this like stigma from, because back in the day, like when he first came on the scene for toys, they weren't that great, and there were a lot of QC problems and things like that. And so I just kind of have that bad taste in my mouth still. But I know a lot of people have said, like, it's like night and day. What he's doing now is so much better, and I hope that's true. I don't know. He does a lot of DC stuff, and I don't really buy a ton. Like when I buy DC figures, it's usually the 4-inch Spin Master ones, just because that's kind of the scale I prefer. And Spin Master is doing some great things with the DC figures. Yeah, I haven't really gotten. I was never a big Spawn guy. Like I know of Spawn, and I saw the '90s movie. And he's cool. He's a cool character. Actually, you know what? I watched the HBO cartoon. That was really good. The HBO Spawn cartoon was really good. But yeah, I just don't really feel the need to buy figures and stuff for them. Hey, what's up, Zaponi King? Can I do Transformers today? I don't have any Transformers today. I'm pretty much caught up on all my Transformers. So I've done several videos beforehand on my channel. So you can definitely check those out. But I don't really have any new ones to open. Actually, I think I have Road Rage, but I might review Road Rage tomorrow. All right, so we got Sludge, and he is this red gelatinous man. So they have the like dome here with the little, I guess that's his brain or his face or whatever, the little thing that lives inside the gelatinous thing. So that's kind of a more translucent plastic than the rest, and you can swivel it from side to side. So you can kind of swivel it that way and that way. Otherwise, you still have translucent plastic for the arms, but then you can see like his overalls and the rest of his uniform have some nice detailing and stuff like that. And then this guy has all the same articulation as the others. So, wow, the shoulders are really tight. Really, really tight ratchets there. Otherwise, you have a swivel. You have the elbow and the wrist. Let's make sure everything works here. You should at least watch that. There's a metaphor that's really accurate today with so many streaming services. I just searched where to watch Jurassic Park, and I just realized how big that metaphor was. Okay. So you got this ball joint here in the torso, ball joint in the hip, thigh swivel, double jointed knees. So yeah, he's got all the same articulation as everything else. I just like to run through because every once in a while you get a joint that's a little sticky. And by that, I just mean it won't move. So it can be a little disheartening, but it's usually fine. Yeah, he looks good. He's mad too. So he comes with this like gelatinous hammer pickaxe. Yeah, the micro figures, I remember those. Wait, do you mean the ones that Moose Toys did, or do you mean the new ones they do that are like the Mission Fleet scale? Either way, I liked both of them. I bought a lot of those ones that Moose Toys did. The kind of static figures where just like the arms moved and then the waist. They were fun, but the micro series is great. They have a lot of articulation. They're like $7 a piece, unless you're buying like a 4-pack or something. But yeah, they're awesome. I really like this as well, especially because they scale with Mission Fleet, which I love Mission Fleet. All right, let's give Sludge. He's got kind of a. Let's give him whatever this gun is. I don't know what this is. Actually, yeah, we'll give him. I don't know if that's gonna fit. Actually, let's try. We'll give him the grenade launcher. So yeah, pretty great. I mean, the translucent plastic is fun, but honestly, just the rest of his uniform is really nicely detailed and painted. Got that little pop of teal every so often that really looks good. And he's got all these like pouches and grenades and things on his belt. If you can see all of that, which is pretty cool. Yeah, the Mission Fleet scale. Yeah, those are good ones. I really like them a lot. New figures for that line should be starting to come out soon. They've teased a lot, and we've seen pictures of like the cross cells and things, so that we can see what's coming. So there should definitely be some new stuff coming for those, and I will review them when they come out. I've done reviews for everything that exists so far, so you can definitely check that out. But yeah, that's a fun line. I really like it. That line, because it's kind of smaller, lends itself better to like figures, playsets, vehicles, all that kind of stuff. Obviously figures, but playsets and vehicles I would love to see more of. I can't remember the feeling, but McFarlane really evolved from slightly posable statues to great posable figures, and McFarlane didn't raise the prices. Well, that's nice. Yeah, I like when they don't raise all the prices. That is a good time. All right, so we got Paradigm, Ragnarok, Yonder, and the 4-pack. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll finish with the 4-pack. So you want Ragnarok, Yonder, or Paradigm? Who's next? Any Marvel Legends you want from what was revealed? I mean, I have to get Japanese Spider-Man. I love Japanese Spider-Man. Definitely getting that. Honestly, a lot of them. I like the Venom with the wings and Null. I definitely want to get that eventually. Probably wait for a sale though, because it's kind of pricey. I like the Pete and Ned 2-pack. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm even considering the Spidey and Mary Jane 2-pack, because there's not many toys of her with her powers, which is kind of cool. And also, I was never able to find the Spider-Man in the retro packaging. So that new Spidey is kind of along the same lines, pretty close. So I wouldn't mind that. So honestly, I guess most of the ones that they should. Spider-Man's my favorite Marvel superhero by far. And like all of his like villains, like Venom and Carnage, and then all those kinds of guys. But yeah, so really, every time I buy Marvel Legends, as soon as they come out, they go on sale later, and then I'm just asking myself why I paid full price. So I just start waiting for some sales. But a lot of good stuff. Really looks good. All right. Well, no one said anything, so I'm just going to go with Ragnarok. This guy's like a skull Viking person, so we'll check this out. I've never seen this skin in the game. I'm assuming it was like from an earlier battle pass. Now I'm wondering if do I already have this? There was a 10-pack they did at Target one time that I got for ridiculously cheap. I don't remember if he was in it or not, but oh well. It's open now. So we have this like ice blade pickaxe, which is kind of cool. All right. So we've got some translucent plastic for like the beard. and the tip of the horns. Are these meant to be together? No, they're separate pieces. So you can see he's got some translucent plastic there for the beard. But I mean, just look at all that detailing, like all the belts and belt buckles and the like bones on his arms or shoulders specifically. That's just a ton of detailing and paint applications for a $10 figure, for a 4-inch figure. So we've got, you can't, unfortunately, the beard and the hair really kind of restricts the movement on the head. Are the shoulder pads, yeah, the shoulder pads are connected to the arm, but they kind of get out of the way. You can get a pretty good range of motion there, and then they just kind of go down to get out of the way. So that's actually done because they're kind of a softer plastic, and they're connected far enough down that, you know, you can kind of pull that away to get the clearance there. So you just kind of have to lift that up. But that's really good. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have this guy already. He's got really nice movement here in the waist and the torso. He's got like a horn there on his on the side, which is kind of fun. So you got movement up here, and then you also have a waist swivel right below that. And then he's got ball joints in the hips, and he's got the thigh swivel and the double jointed knees. Yeah, this guy's joints are like a little bit looser, but like not so loose that it's a problem, but just loose enough so that everything moves really nicely. I don't have to worry about any of the joints getting stuck, or sometimes when the joints are too tight, it can be a little nerve-wracking just because you don't want to break anything. No, this guy's cool. All right, let's give him his crazy pickaxe. Oh, did I just... Yeah, I think I just stressed the heck out of the thumb. That's not great. Trying to get this in the hand here. I don't think it's going to be an issue, but something to be careful about. But there we go. He's got his pickaxe. Yeah, he's cool, man. Good stuff. All right, I want Spider-Man and Spider-Verse Noir. Oh, I forgot about Spider-Verse Noir. Yeah, he's cool. I'm definitely down for Spider-Verse Noir. All right, let's give this guy this rifle. This hand is like almost closed up. This is not going to be super easy. I guess we'll just hold it like that. It's kind of a weird accessory to hold because there's no like part for it to peg into the hand. So I don't know, that's weird. But a very cool figure nonetheless. I love the Spider-Man MJ 2-pack because Hasbro actually gave Spider-Man a toe pivot. That's going to help a lot in posing. Yeah, Spider-Man is definitely one of those characters that you want to have like the most articulation possible because he's always contorting his body into crazy poses. I'm not going to lie, I kind of want to dip my toes into 3.75 scale because of all the good stuff. Yeah, man, that's the way. 3.75 is the way. I did this with 5-inch scale and dropped 6-inch scale. What stuff do you buy for that's in 5-inch scale? I mean, I know Power Rangers used to all be 5-inch scale, but that was back when Bandai did them. I don't know of too much stuff in 5-inch scale anymore. All right, we'll do Yonder Solid Gold next. We'll leave the Paradigm for last. Have you ever handled figure arts? The stuff McFarlane makes right now is weirdly similar to figure art. Oh, really? Okay. I have like 1 or 2 figure arts because they were on sale super cheap. Like I think I have MMPR Red with the Dragon Shield because that was like one time on a Black Friday that was an Amazon deal for like $20. And I think I have Shinken Red because that was an Amazon deal for like $20. And they look good, but they're the only 2 figure arts that I own because I just don't like figure arts. Got to the point kind of almost the same as Transformers Masterpiece we were talking about earlier. They're expensive and fragile, and that's not a great combination. So I tend to stay away from things that are expensive and fragile. Like this figure is $10. I could throw it against the wall full force and it would be fine because they're just that's. I mean, don't quote me on that, but I'm sure you could certainly drop it and it would be fine. So this is Yonder, solid gold. I do not have a lot of experience with this character, but he has got a pretty awesome yellow suit, a crazy gold glitter jacket. He's got a like robotic llama head, and then he's got a crown. Will you please focus? So yeah, that's a pretty crazy design. Do you want to focus? No, you don't want to? Whoa. So the gold paint on the jacket is actually really nice. Let's see. Head, very limited articulation with certainly side to side, no problem. But the up and down is kind of limited by the collar of the jacket. And then we got really tight shoulder joints. Hey, what's up, Wes? Yeah, the Fortnite event was really, really fun today. I'm really excited for the next season. I'm hoping we get Vader. I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point, but really tight shoulder joints on this. It would be neat if like Jazzwares could get the license to the characters that are in the game. Like I know they can really only do Fortnite specific characters, but I would love like a Fortnite Toonie style Vader as part of this line. I don't think that's ever going to happen. But the nice thing is because they're all 4 inches or 3 3/4 inch, you could just take your vintage collection Star Wars figures and use them, you know, just give them the guns from this line. And then you could definitely use them all together. And that's kind of why I like 3 3/4 inch or 4 inch, because there's so much stuff and they're all kind of in scale. Like I remember they did, I forget what, I think it must have been Hasbro, I guess. They did a couple like Marvel and Capcom figures in 3 3/4 inch scale, and there's a Ryu from that line that I grabbed for fairly cheap on Amazon. And then I just gave him some guns and just put him with my Fortnite figures because he's in that game. So it's really fun to just kind of mix and match him like that. So he's got this golden llama statue. But yeah, this guy's really cool. I like him a lot more than I thought I was going to. The detailing on here is really cool. Let's give it, he wants the rocket launcher, I think. He seems like a rocket launcher kind of guy. If I can get this in his hand. Yes, please. There we go. Plus, it's a gold rocket launcher, so it matches his motif. But yeah, he's cool. I like him. I like his crazy llama head. And I love the crown. The crown's fantastic. He just got a Vicroy. All right, you want to stand up? Cool. SS Spike anywhere? Oh, I got Studio Series Spike right here. Boom! I got mine from Hasbro Pulse, but it was also on Amazon. I haven't seen it in stores, but I would just check Amazon and Hasbro Pulse, and I'm sure at some point it'll go up. He'll be around. Disney Toy Box figures, Motu Origins, TMNT of 2012, also the new Star Trek stuff, and Nintendo. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's true. Okay, so you're saying Nintendo and Sonic from Jax. Now that stuff's kind of like sometimes it's 4.5, sometimes it's 5. I know it kind of ranges. I forgot the new Star Trek stuff is 5-inch. I forgot about that. I really wish it was 4-inch. They did a line of Star Trek stuff from that first movie with like Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto, and I'm pretty sure those were all 4-inch. I should try to look for some of those. I remember buying the whole line of that stuff on clearance for my sister. My sister really loved that movie, and when that line was out, Walmart had all that stuff like half price or less, and I think I bought her all that stuff. Yeah, Motu Origins is like 5.5 though. The Disney toy box figures are nice. I've had a few of those break on me, which is kind of a shame, but they are. I love the animation style. I really liked Disney Infinity, so I was happy to see them continue that art style because it was a really cool art style. But yeah, those I have a few. I want to say I have maybe like 10 or so of those, various Marvel and other ones, but I kind of just because they were weirdly not in scale with everything else, I kind of had to let them go because they're too big for 4-inch scale. They're too small for 6-inch, but they're doing some really neat stuff. Like the Star Wars stuff is getting pretty intricate, like the figures they're doing. So yeah, that's a cool line. TMNT of 2012. That's when did that? Oh, of 2012. Yeah, that's the good one. Yeah, I have a lot of those. The new one died very quickly. Figure arts are really just meant to be put on the shelf and never touched. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean that's you'd see people like, oh, I went to move the shoulder and that joint just snapped off. I'm like, I don't need that. I went to pick up so many toy boxes to customize. Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely. Have you seen the Black Series concept art Vader and Obi-Wan? Yes, I saw that at Celebration. That's pretty neat. Although somebody said the Obi-Wan looks like Terry Bradshaw, and it kind of does, and now I can't unsee that. But it is neat. I like seeing. I remember when they first showed off like a lot of that Star Wars concept art, and I thought that was really cool. So it's neat that they're making toys for it. Have you seen? Hold on. Is it? It's said that the new season is going to be called Vibin. Yeah, I don't know what that means. Um, we'll see. We'll find out tomorrow, I guess. Yeah, figure arts are on kind of the smaller size. Could some company just make an affordable line about Super Smash Bros? That would be cool. That could be really fun. Are you seeing something from Multiversus? I really want a toy line of them. That could be neat. Now, Multiversus is the Warner Brothers one, right? So that's like the Shaggy and the Batman, and I forget who else is going to be in that. But yeah, that's got some cool stuff. Yeah, a toy line for that could be really neat. All right, so next up we got the Paradigm. They did. It's called Amiibo. Yes, they did a lot of Amiibo for Smash Brothers, but they're not articulated figures. But they are cool. I collected Amiibo for a long time. I don't think I ever used them in the game. They don't really do that much in the game, to be honest. It's like, oh, you can save your time trial scores. I don't care about that. The only way right now to build a Smash shelf is buying a lot of figures and Figmas. Yeah, that's true. Figmas are not cheap. So she's got this crazy colored pickaxe. It's like the basic pickaxe, but so Paradigm is one of the 7. I don't think I have. They haven't done many of these. I think they did the Scientist. Oh no, she's got like a paint splotch on the visor. They did the Scientist in one of the vending machine packs, but he looks really fat. The proportions on him just don't look right. I don't know what it is. I don't think they did any of the other 7 yet, though, in the 4-inch line. All right, what's going on? What's going on with this? There we go. There's the shoulder. But yeah, Paradigm here looks pretty cool. I would love to get all of the 7 eventually here in the 4-inch scale. Wrists are kind of tight. But yeah, she's got all the same articulation as the others. Oh, the waist swivel is tight. Okay, this is looking good. We've got some knee joints here. We've got some hinges. Oh gosh, that's really not moving at all. That doesn't want to move. So this is what I'm talking about. This is why I kind of like to test them all, because this ankle joint is not wanting to move at all. Ah, there we go. Okay. Yeah, you just kind of have to unstick them, and now it's fine. Okay, there we go. That's better. Can be a little. Oh god, this one's doing it too. Can be a little nerve wracking. There we go. It's only that first time. Once you unstick them, then they're fine. There we go. But yeah, she looks pretty good. If we can get her to focus. What do you think? She looks pretty good. I don't really get this pickaxe choice, I'll be honest. It's weird, like Dayglow pickaxe. Let's see. Let's give her this crazy giant gun. But I still don't really know what it is. See, the way some of these work, it's a little difficult to get them in the hands. I don't really know how to do this. I don't think you're supposed to. That's got to be the clip in the back. I don't think she's supposed to hold it by that. But it really gets in the way of trying to get the gun in the figure's hand. All right, whatever. I'm done with that. She's getting a flare gun. The flare gun's pretty. Actually, the flare gun's really massive. Oh, I see. It has this little peg on the bottom so that they can hold the. I think that's so they can hold it by that, even though that makes no sense. Because that's not how you hold a flare gun. Yeah, nope, we're not going to bother with that one either. Now she's going to get. I'm assuming this is a shotgun of some kind. There you go. She can have the shotgun. I think this is one of the charged shotguns, which I do not care for in the game. Okay, so that's all of our single figures. Is there any Fortnite character you'd like to see? I'd like to see the rest of the 7. Really, I'd like to see the Foundation. Trying to think, who else? Yeah, I'll go with the Foundation for now because I can't think of anyone else. Yes, man cakes. I have man cakes. I did a video for that, so definitely check the channel. I have a video for man cakes, and I think I got the whole wave that man cakes was in. Man cakes was a good figure. He was a lot of fun. 3.75-inch figures have locking parts. What do you mean by locking points? I don't know what you mean. The thing with 6-inch is that here in my country, it's kind of hard. They're coming very expensive. There's a lot of scalper here. I keep the Lightning Collection, maybe. Yeah, scalpers are never a good time. Whenever. I mean, scalpers do all kinds of stuff. Joes were being scalped hard for a long time. Anything they think is rare, the NECA stuff, a lot of times they were going after. But I think it's gotten a little better, at least with the Joes. I feel like I see. Well, I don't really see. I see a lot of the Snake Eyes Joes because those are clogging around. But eventually, when new ones come out, I'm assuming they'll start to make it to stores. Do the joints click? Oh yeah, ratchet joints. Yeah, for sure. Like here's the paradigm. I don't know if you can hear this, but it's not going to do it now. Like there's pretty solid ratchets in the shoulders. I mean, there's just a ball joint in the hip. There's ratchets in the ankles. I mean, that's why. I don't know if you can hear that at all, but I mean, that's why I was having so much trouble trying to get them unstuck because the locking joints, the ratchet joints in the ankles. All right, so all that's left is the squad mode 4-pack. So we got Bigfoot, King Flamingo, Elite Agent, and Prickly Patroller. I'm not super familiar with most of these. I mostly grabbed this set for Bigfoot because I thought he looked hilarious. So let's check it out. Oh, good. You can hear it. Good, good, good. Oh, so these actually, because this is kind of the older style, these have the little base plates. So you can use them as figure stands. You can just, they have a peg here, or you can lock them together like they're build materials in the game, and you can build whatever towers or stuff just like you would in the game. So I don't know why they got away from them. I guess they just, maybe people didn't care. But, well, there's some kind of instructions here. Secret message. Do I want Transformers to move away from the metal pins and use plastic pins? I don't know. I mean, whatever they're doing with Transformers, it's good. So I'm not going to get in the way. Let them continue to do whatever they're doing. This is just instructions on how to lock the pieces together. But it shows how, like, you can build like little play. You could make kind of like a little play area to kind of like, so like you basically like the Halo figures do this too. You can make that like a battlefield, and then you can kind of peg the characters in around and position them. But also you can make like boxes and things. So it's kind of cool. Yeah, I don't, like I said, with Transformers, they may do metal ones. Like, I know they do some things plastic, like mushroom pegs and that kind of stuff. Some joints are plastic. I think it all has to do with what they need it to do, the strength of the joint, how strong they need it to be. So there are going to be times when it needs to be metal so it doesn't break. And then there are probably times when it can get away with being plastic. So this is actually cool because we're getting, each character has a unique pickaxe and also comes with a weapon. So this is a pretty good pack. He comes with 2. All right, let's pop these guys out of here. This one. That's 2. And I apologize for how loud this plastic is, but there's really no other way to get them out of here. I do appreciate that they just have the form-fitting plastic and they don't tie them in. I always hate when I have to cut them out. It was weird with the plastic windows. So first wave of Legacy had the completely open packaging. And then the Walmart exclusive like Kingdom redos, like Buzzsaw and Sandstorm, they had the plastic window over that hole. It was the exact same packaging as Wave 1, but it had a little plastic over the window. So I don't know. I don't know if that's coming back or if the Walmart wave was just a crazy coincidence or fluke. I don't know, but Hasbro made huge figures in the past and didn't use metal pins like Marvel Legends. Yeah, that's true. I guess as their technology evolves, it's just a matter of what they can do. All right, so we got a hinge here in the shoulder, which is pretty tight. Where is the... Okay. There we go. There's the elbow. It's kind of hidden. I guess that's like this, yeah. And then we'll rotate that. He's got the abdomen and the swivel, ball joint. And then he's just got giant bare feet, which of course makes sense. Now, unfortunately, it seems like his articulation is almost completely hindered. Well, in the ankles, I should say. Oh, somebody's setting off fireworks. So this is Bigfoot, and he's pretty great. But you can see here that, see how the way the hair of the legs is done? it kind of makes it so you really can't move the ankle at all. And maybe they didn't even put it in. You can kind of rock it side to side. Yeah, it's still got the rocker. But basically, this is as close to a Teen Wolf as I'm probably going to get, as much as I keep saying I want Teen Wolf in this game. So he comes with actually 2 little pickaxes. And these are kind of hilarious. Let me get these in his hands here. And I think we've gotten these with other characters before, like in the food pack. But he's got a knife and fork. So that's kind of hilarious. But yeah, Bigfoot, definitely an awesome figure. And then they have weapons as well. So it's a bunch of different like shot. Well, this is like a hunter rifle, I guess. I don't really know what that is. And then he's got I think this is a tactical shotgun from the game. And then maybe this is the charged shotgun. I'm not sure. And then there's a big old Gatling gun. So those are the 4 weapons that come in the set. And ASMR stream. It may be possible Walmart demanded plastic windows because they do kind of own the figures. I mean, that is possible. That's very true. If they're worried about theft, they might not like the open packaging. And that's the thing. Like, I'm totally get reducing the amount of plastic in the packaging, and that's fine. But I would like just that tiny little window on the front, just so that the figure's not exposed to the public, because I don't want a bunch of people manhandling my toy before I get it. So I would like it to still be closed off. But not putting stuff in the plastic trays anymore, totally fine with that. They just kind of, tie it to a piece of cardboard. That's fine. I get it. And if they just want, I mean, I would say if you just want to move to just solid cardboard with artwork on the front, that's fine. But then you also run the risk of not being able to identify QC issues, or people are returning stuff to the store with different stuff in the box, which is not cool at all. Ooh, that was a tight ankle joint. There we go. So these are all problems you run into. But yeah, I would just like that little bit of plastic just over the window. All right, so this is Elite Agent, which is definitely not a character I'm familiar with. Kind of a generic army buddy. But she's cool. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Next up, we have Prickly Patroller. And she has a big old cactus head, which is kind of silly. She's got, I guess is this just a ball joint? No, I think it's a hinge and a swivel. Yeah, she's really just got the same articulation as everybody else. Really tight shoulder joints. Got the elbow. Wrist joints are pretty tight. Hello. Does this go this way? Yeah, there we go. Sometimes they come with like the arms turned completely backwards, and you just kind of have to figure it out. But I like that they just have ball joints for the hips, because whatever Vintage Collection is doing with their hips, it's like a peg that goes into the bottom of the torso, and then it has a hinge that can go like this, and if you want them to sit 90 degrees, you have to turn the whole leg, and then it can sit 90 degrees, and that's really weird. I don't know why they do that. I think it's terrible. I wish they would just do ball joints for hips. I don't know if it's like they think it's sturdier that way, but it's a mess, and I hate it. I like Vintage Collection figures, but I don't care for those hips. And these figures all just have ball joints. So yeah, Prickly Patroller. She is a cactus lady. She comes with a cactus pickaxe harvesting tool. Let's get that in there, and then we will give her, I guess, this, some little shotgun type thing. There we go. Hold on. Popped out of the hand. Okay, she doesn't want that one. That's how it goes. We're going to give her the tactical one. She doesn't want the other one. She has spoken. So there you go. Crazy cactus person. Oh, hold on. I'm missing out on comments here. This is why they didn't reissue Netflix Soundwave, because technically Target Netflix owns it and Hasbro. Yeah, that's true. Oh, I'm sorry, this is her pickaxe. I got to give her kind of a generic one. But yes, you're correct. When they get those exclusives, that store, I guess, technically has like exclusive rights to them. So if they're going to reissue, like Walmart would have to decide, we want to reissue Netflix Soundwave, and then they could do it. But Hasbro can't do it on their own. So hopefully Walmart gets the message how much everyone wants Netflix Soundwave, because they could easily sell another round of those. They are quite in demand. But yeah, that's why they reissued that. I'm knocking everything over. They reissued the Siege Soundwave as a way to be like, well, this is all we can do. We know people are asking for Soundwave, and this is the only one we can give you, but nobody wants that one. Just give me a small one enough to see the head, make sure it's actually... Yeah, exactly. I just a tiny little window. I've seen people swapping figures all the time, even with plastic windows. But yikes! Yeah, that's not cool. I don't like people buying stuff and returning it with different. Like, come on, guys. That hurts so many different people when you do stuff like that. If some company were able to make a retail line of any franchise, would you like to see? It could be anything. Anything. Wow. For the longest time, I wanted some solid Gargoyles merch, and NECA has answered that call, so I'm very happy about that. I would like someone to do Dinosaucers, because that never really got a run of toys. They're kind of doing, I think it's Boss Fight Studios is doing some kind of new dinosaur warrior. It's kind of like Dinosaucers meets Extreme Dinosaurs, and that looks really cool. As far as like a show that needs figures, I don't know. It's tough. I've been getting into the Dragon Ball Z Shoto figures, and I'm really sad that that line ended so early, because they could have done so many different characters. I mean, that could have been like a ridiculously comprehensive line if they would have just kept that going. But they just ended it really soon. They only did like 5 or 6 waves. What is going on with this? I think this guy's arm is on backwards. Does he not have a bicep swivel? Usually these have bicep swivels. Nope. Okay, well, this guy is assembled incorrectly. So, yeah, that's right. They don't have, because they have the swivel at the elbow. So you can see on this arm how it kind of like, and maybe you can't see it, but it's meant to bend at the elbow here. If I can find the elbow joint. For some reason, it's really hard to see with all the pink. Does it go like this? No, I think it goes like this. Yeah, so it tapers so that the longer part is in the back. And this one tapers in the front, because I think I have 2 right arms. He's also got some kind of smudge of paint here on the chest, which is kind of a bummer. So these are all challenges. I mean, it's not a super huge deal. You can still have him use the arm. It's just kind of a crazy flamingo dude. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that he is misassembled. I think they gave him 2 left shoulders, which is a bummer. But Otherwise, he's pretty cool. I love his pickaxe, though. He's got these 2 flamingo heads for the pickaxe, and I love that. Let me see if I can get this in his hand here. I will say sometimes with these harvesting tools, they're kind of difficult to get in the hands. There we go. And then we have this massive Gatling gun, which really you should have 2 hands to wield the Gatling gun, but I'm just going to put it in one. So he's cool. He's a cool flamingo dude with 2 left shoulders and a giant gray smudge on his chest. But yeah, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 figures in all. And we still have some extra accessories. But that's it. That's all I got. I'm not going to do these. They're too difficult to put together. They're really a pain. Yeah, looks like we've been going for an hour and 12 minutes. So I will finish off some of these comments here. The new vintage have the updated ball joint. Oh, they do? Good. Good. Sometimes they yeah, see, that's the thing. It's hard to tell. Like when they do a new clone trooper or something, you don't know what version you're going to get. So you might have crappy hips or new hips. But yeah. Am I interested in Lego Optimus Prime? Absolutely. No idea when I'm going to get one, but I eventually want to get one. Maybe I'll wait for a sale or something. I was sad because there should be a new G.I. Joe cartoon this year. They announced it here in Brazil, and they didn't say anything else, and it's been a year. I haven't heard anything about a new G.I. Joe cartoon, but I would definitely be interested. Yes, Mask. That's a good one. See, if they did Mask, but upscaled the figures to 3 and 3/4 inch instead of, I think they were like 2 inches back in the day, that could be really interesting, but really pricey. But could be kind of neat. I assume people kept complaining the line with saying stuff like, why would you want this when you could buy it? I mean, I guess that's true. They are doing a lot of Dragon Ball stuff with figure arts, but I really liked the Shoto line. It was fun. Something I hate about Bandai anime figures is they only do mainstream like Dragon Ball. I want them to do sword art. Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho is like, it's the 30th anniversary, and that is definitely in need of some kind of figures. Also, I have no idea. Hold on, this thing got. I have no idea why it took me a year to realize that Kingdom Huffer comes with a Halo gun. Have you checked Figma? I'm sure they did a couple Sword Art figures. Oh yeah, okay. I despise seeing Dragon Ball, My Hero Academia, Walmart, and Target. If I can't have Sword Art Online figures, you can't have a Goku. Yeah, but you got to admit, dude, Goku is way more popular than Sword Art. I'm not saying you shouldn't get your toys too. I'm just saying you gotta, like, it's Goku. Biker Mice from Mars, man, that is a callback. Street Sharks, heck yeah. Didn't they do some new Street Sharks? Mattel did some like never before produced Street Sharks, and they did some pre-orders for them or something, like limited numbers. I thought something like that happened. Biker Mice from Mars, man, that's a callback. They showed a snippet, said Snake Eyes looks like a Black Ranger and Storm Shadow's Marvel's Crossbones. That's news to me. Very interesting. Yeah, Figma's kind of like a figure art. Like the packaging reminds me of Nendroids, but they're not like giant heads or anything. But yeah, they're kind of like a figure art alternative. But they are kind of pricey. Yeah, Lego Optimus definitely. Sectars and Power Lords. Oh, okay. Yeah, they kind of did. They did some new Sectars, like 3 and 3/4 inch ones that had like magnets in the feet and come with a lot of accessories. They were good figures. I got like the first 2, like the main leader good guy and the main leader bad guy, and they were neat. But they definitely did some more. They were like 25 a piece or something though. That's why I didn't really kind of go all out on them. or maybe 22, something like that. They were kind of pricey. I mean, I get it. It's a small company, you know, they can't, you know, match Hasbro prices. But yeah, they did. The sectors were pretty cool. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to end around here. Like I said, it's been about an hour and 15. But yeah, hopefully Fortnite comes back soon. I'm hoping it's tomorrow. I think it's going to be tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, hopefully chapter 3, season 3, right? Chapter 3, season 3 starts tomorrow, and we can start working towards Darth Vader. I'm sure Darth Vader is going to be last thing in the battle pass because that's how they do it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. So new season should be exciting. Thank you guys so much for joining. Always appreciate when you guys come out. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your Saturday and the rest of your weekend. So thank you guys so much, and have a good one. Good night.